today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Atlanta Falcons taking on Drake May and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Gibson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking to throw, May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, it's May. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT. Way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Falcon football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. To the air, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
No surprise that he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Throwing on first down is Penix. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machine.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Algier. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A 10-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it?
And they go play action with May. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, May with it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun, it's May. He finds Douglas complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Now May on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing here is May. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. On play action, May. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's May. That one caught by Pope. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now, May on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Douglas. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To the air, May. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. The back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Pulled in at the 24. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 45 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. On first down, here's May. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second down, May. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw with May. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range. And that's why defenses get a little... more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now May to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now.
Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Bring it!
And able to get this out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Play action. May. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are able to move back in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, here's May. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the gun on third down is May. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have yet again retaken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw on 1st down with May. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action now. May rolling to his right. Open man down the field is Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give up the middle to Gibson. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Gibson again. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to about the 22 here. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. This is Bell, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. First down now, but that clock rolling. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll throw with Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. To the air, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Penix. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Locates Mooney on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing on first down is Penix. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Robinson. Oh, heck of a... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll go. It's Gibson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Throwing here is May. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Penix. That quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Now they'll change things up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And they go play action with May. Open man right right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now May on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Pushing his way through. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On play action, May. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons offense set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Penix going to look to throw on first down. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And looking to throw, Penix. And his throw here's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's May. They'll get this to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A toss left side for Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, Gibson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Douglas, the man in motion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's May. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now here's a throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Penix working out of the gun here. Looking for London on the out route complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again, Penix on the slant. He finds Washington. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Penix. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Play action, May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw, it's May. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Douglas, the man in motion. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air, May. Slant route complete to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll go down at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, Gibson. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Patriots can run it out from here. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New England, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.